Morning guys, regarding our patriot Tommy Robinson, here is proof, if you need it, that he did nothing, absolutely nothing wrong at Leeds Crown Court when he was getting some pictures and exposing these first 29 paedophiles, including 2 women. Well, as you'll probably know if you've been paying attention, there was a total of 77 just in Huddersfield, and that's the tip of the iceberg. Last year there was another 70 odd, and there's plenty of ones not in such big groups. This is actually the list that Tommy Robinson quoted, which was obviously in the public domain. It still is. It's still published on the same website as I think Tommy mentioned, this precise website. And if we look further down the article, we have the names of the people. Live updates and more stories. Here we are. Here we are. I'll try and pronounce. I'll put a link underneath. There we go. Amir Singh Dhaliwal, Raj Singh Barsaran, Abdul Rahman, Nasarat Hussain, Ifran Ahmed, Zuba Ahmed, Mohammed, Rizwan Aslam, Mohammed Kamar, Mohammed, an awful lot of Mohammeds. I wonder why that could be. Plain up the Polish man, these. Hamza Ali Salim, Zahim Nassan, Mohammed, another Mohammed, Azim, Sajid Hussain, Mansour Akhtar, Mohammed Asaf Akram, Zolwaren Dugar, Manhur Hassan, Mohammed Ifraz. You'll probably remember some of these names that Tommy actually read out just before he was arrested by those overpaid, classist, supremacist police. Oh, well, they're only doing what they were told, I suppose. Yes, we continue. Faisal Nadeem, Niaz Ahmad, Asif Bashir, Mohammed Imran Ibrar, Alim Javeed, Mohammed Saqib Rahil, Usman Khalid, Everton Labastide. Yeah, little joke there. Shaznaz Akhtar Malik Habib. So that's the first group. This is the actual group that Tommy reported on. Quite rightly too. I've been doing videos kind of in a simpler way on this problem for years, and of course they all always happen to be against community standards. They always get took off because they're still trying to keep up with this beautiful Islam nonsense. Here's the second group, which is the 31. That's the 29, as you can clearly read. This is the 31 on the Manchester Evening News website. Police charged 31 people after investigations into child sex offences. Huddersfield area, and there's another 17, which you can easily find if you put in Huddersfield grooming gang. I expect these have already been charged. There's not, as far as I know, there's not one white European amongst them. Every single one is dark-skinned and non-European, which kind of tells you something, doesn't it? Out of 77 people, including at least 3 or 4 women who've neglected these girls and ignored these girls' pleas for help. Here we go. Oh, here's the charge sheets, yes. Banaras Hussain of Shipley, charged with 1 count of rape. There's one of these here, charged with 21 counts of rape. And there's plenty more. As Tommy said, there is plenty more all over the country. And it's not just a northern thing. I get the impression, because it's all in Yorkshire and West Yorkshire, and a few in Scotland and a few in Birmingham, that the lovies in London think it's okay. But it's going on, it's endemic in Luton, obviously, being 55% ethnic now. Not all of them belong to this ideology, obviously, but with Tommy, the very thing that set him on this course, exposing these weirdos, remember, was the gang rape of his 13-year-old cousin, second cousin, who we mentioned. It's got the charge sheets here for all to see. Here we are, 4 counts of rape, a girl aged 15 to 15, facilitating the commission of child sex offence. Fareen Rafiq, 38 of Huddersfield, charged with 2 counts of facilitating the commission of a child sex offence. Umar Zaman, 30 of Huddersfield, charged with 2 counts of rape of a girl aged 13 to 15. The thing is, if they're under 13, you see, it's considered a far more serious offence, because they are, obviously, if they're 11 or 12, they are still proper children, where 13 are regarded as kind of, you know, semi-teenager, semi-woman. It's not quite as serious. Yeah, and we can continue. I mean, Ali Kohli, 36 of Huddersfield, charged with 2 counts of rape of a female over 16. Shaquille Hussain, 35 of Dewsbury, charged with rape of girl 13 to 15, and 2 counts of trafficking. That's where they take them to another town to sell their bodies. Yeah, they really do sell their bodies to their uncle or their buddy. Mubahasha Hussain, 35, of Huddersfield, charged with rape of a girl aged 13 to 15 and sexual assault. Abdul Majid, 34, of Huddersfield, charged with 2 counts of rape of a girl aged 13 to 15. Mohammed Dogar, 35, of Huddersfield, charged with 2 counts of facilitating the commission of child sex offence. Usman Ali, 32, of Huddersfield, charged with 2 counts of rape of a girl aged 13 to 15. Mohammed Wakiz Anwar, 29, of Huddersfield, charged with 5 counts of rape. 5 counts, that'll just be a few of sample cases, there'll be plenty more, of a girl aged 13 to 15. Gul Riaz, 42, of Huddersfield, charged with rape of a girl aged 13 to 15. Mohammed Akram, I've heard that name before, 41, of Huddersfield, charged with 2 counts of trafficking with a view to sexual exploitation of a female. This is where they take them in the car for a gang more paedophiles to rape them, this poor kid, and then they charge him £20 a go. Yeah, for these girls that have just been broken in at 12, 13 years of age and have been threatened with razor blades, have been having their asses branded with white hot implements, they're being given abortions by these people. This is a sort of nonsense. And there's girls going missing to cover these heinous crimes. Mohammed Akram, of 41, of Huddersfield, charged with 2 counts of trafficking with a view to sexual exploitation of a girl aged between 14 and 15. So it goes on. This is the second group. Samuel Fikru, 30, of Camden, charged with 2 counts of rape of a girl aged 13 to 15. A further 12 men, who cannot be named for legal reasons, have been charged with numerous offences in connection with the same investigation. So when they finish these 77, there's another 12 who are being investigated. So they will probably go down as well. So you see, I mean, if they're going to lock Tommy up, which they did, for 2 months, and try and force him to eat kind of crushed glass in mashed potato, cum in his bloody gravy or whatever, and feces, and been poisoned to death, well, they better come and knock on my door, because I've just done exactly, if they consider him to have broken the law, I have just broken the exact same law, contempt of court, which obviously, as you can plainly see, it's on the BBC website, and the Manchester Evening News, and the Guardian, and the Independent, all the papers that were doing hit pieces, that were trying to hang Tommy Robinson on the media, they're all featuring these things. So why aren't we attacking? If we're going to attack Tommy and Paul and Jada, who've been doing exactly the same thing for years, Britain First, and I know they're given a bad press, dangerous far rights. Well, this is the same crap, bullshit that were coming out with Tommy for years ago, isn't it? Exactly the same. Oh, you're a racist, Nazi, bigot. Well, they've got to call it that, because Islam basically is Nazi and indefensible. The Prophet was a mass murdering paedophile. It's in their own book. He used his own knife on people. So how can you possibly defend that? How can you possibly defend following a mass murderer who raped little boys and girls? Yeah, boys as well. So they can't defend it. It's indefensible. So the only thing they can do is shout names. Racist, Nazi. Tommy Robinson was quite right. And if he goes down, so look, if they send him down, there's going to be bloody trouble. Because it's high time these people started to get targeted. It really is. They would. Can you imagine the outrage if just 2 or 3 of their girls were found to be, involved, being raped by white men? They'd be murdering the streets. They'd be burning out cars. They'd be burning bloody Argos out. But we're supposed to put up with this disrespectful nonsense when they're only 6% of our population. It's fucking bullshit. It stinks, and it needs sorting out. It is sorting out, even if that means they should be getting double sentences, because this is a racially orientated crime. It's a race crime, because they don't target their own girls, only ours. So let's double the jail sentences. Let's have a couple of detention centres up on a peninsula in Wales or Scotland or somewhere, and the worst radicals, let's get them frigging locked up. Surround them with the barbed wire, razor wire, machine guns and mines, and if they try and get out, well, another Guantanamo. That's what we need, because these people, the ISIS guys, are too bloody dangerous to tolerate. Okay, see you guys. That's my rant over. Bye bye.